One day I stopped being driven crazy by my mom, and I just looked at her and I went, oh, she's funny. Let me embrace this. And now my mom is like my biggest muse.
What were you like as a child? Were you funny, mischievous?
She was a people person.
I just was like effusive and I just wanted to play with my big brother.
The words that immediately come to mind is love, hate. You know, if we were the only two around, we might be the only two to entertain each other, and other times couldn't get far enough away from each other.
Oh,
Hi, bro. This is Marina, my mom, and this is Greg, my brother. And they're reacting to my Finding Your Roots. And I don't know who I am. I'm trying to figure it out. Dr. Gates helped me. I love you guys.
Pamela came to me with a very basic question. She wanted to know the identity of her mother's biological father. Her mother, Marina Lucy Leese, was born in Birkenhead, England in 1935. According to her birth certificate, her parents were Leonard and Phyllis Leese, and there were no documents to suggest that Leonard was not Marina's father.
I was one of 5, and none of us looked like one another. Would you say that would?
Oh, I agree. You have also told me that you felt that there was something wrong with your connection to him. It may not have been in these words, but it was, this is not a man who's my father, or...
I never had a conversation with him.
This left us with only one option: DNA. We compared Marina's DNA to that of millions of others in publicly available databases. And we found that she has roughly 250 matches within the last 5 generations. But when we started looking among them for matches that connect her to Leonard Leese, we got a very different number.
I see the word 0. 0.
So you know what that means. It means that your mother was absolutely right. She has absolutely no genetic relationship to Leonard Leese. She is not his biological daughter.
Damn.
It's really fascinating to know. I am who I am, primarily because of my mother, who said, "'Tis a wise child who knows their own father."
So this is where things get a little tricky.
Who is this interloper?
DNA was clearly telling us that Leonard was not your biological grandfather, but it wasn't telling us who was your biological grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Using DNA, we were able to tie Pamela's mother to a married couple named Benjamin and Rose Walthew.
My mother took us twice to visit the Walthews. I didn't know who they were. They were friends because Mum never said who.
She never said why you were going. You were just going to see
we were
friends.
just going. They were related somehow or other, but I don't remember what she said about that.
Benjamin and Rose lived in Birkenhead in the early 20th century. Based on the genetic profiles of their descendants, we knew that they were Marina's biological grandparents, and that one of their sons was Marina's father. The only problem? Benjamin and Rose had 5 sons, and we didn't have enough DNA evidence to tell which was our man. But then our researchers noticed something. One of the 5 sons, Joseph Walthew, had fathered a daughter in Birkenhead 2 years after Marina was born. Her name was Gloria. If Gloria were still alive, she could help us. But that raised yet one more problem. Unfortunately, we couldn't find Gloria anywhere in England.
You found her in...
Upstate New York.
Stop it! Stop it!
Gloria Walthew Wood is your mother's half-sister.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
I'm gobsmacked, you know.
Would you please turn the page?
Yes.
Any
Is
idea?
that Gloria?
That is your aunt. That is your mother's half-sister.
I love her. Thank you, Gloria.
It's fabulous. It's great.
Gloria's exact response when she was told about the DNA match was a brief pause and then an excited, "Isn't that wonderful?" Isn't that great?
That's what I think, too.
Isn't that wonderful? Which sounds like something you would say if somebody had called you up and said, guess what, you have a half-sister.
This, I think, is a marvelous, absolutely wonderful thing.
We not only solved a mystery that had haunted her for decades, we were actually able to bring her face to face with her biological father.
Oh, my God.
Take a good look.
Oh, my God.
You are looking at your grandfather, Joseph Walther.
Oh, this is just the best. Wow.
What do you feel seeing it, that that's a picture of your father?
My mother had a good eye.
That's a word for it, yeah.
I think life is wonderful. I really do. And I'm lucky because I have both of you, and I have 3 wonderful grandsons and 3 marvelous granddaughters.
We have you, Mom.
And I have had and still having a great life and love every moment of it.